Hi, I'm Anna Kunicki of DeclareDominion.com. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you the 3 spots that you absolutely must have in your home if you want to live like a sane person. Now, but before we even get there, you also must have tea, okay? That's a non-negotiable. So, in the first video, yesterday's video, we talked about the beauty of systems. And I know that it's not a very sexy concept, but the thing about systems is that they do the work for you so that you don't have to work as hard. So I'm going to dive right in and show you the 3 spots that you really must have in your home. Spot number 1 is a box. Very high tech here. This is just an ordinary box. This one happens to be covered in stamps from Japan, which is kind of fun. And this box is where you're going to keep all of the things that no longer belong in your house. So I don't know about you, but after the holidays, my house is full of things that need to go somewhere else. Maybe it's presents that didn't fit that need to be returned. It's platters back to that nice neighbor who made you all those treats. It's, I don't know, big huge boxes that need to go to the special recycling depot. There's just a lot of stuff. So if you have one place for all of those things, oh my gosh, you can corral so much of the stuff that is just swimming around your house right now. So I'm going to look into our box. I'm going to show you some of the things that we've got here. Something that needs to be put in the mail. My favorite parenting book that I'm going to take to my friend when I go to see her. Coffee jars from our favorite coffee place so that next time we go, we'll remember to take them. This box could be overflowing at this point. We've been doing some clearing out here. But when you can gather all that stuff in your house that doesn't really belong there, that needs to be on its way out, man, you can free up a lot of emotional and mental headspace because you're not looking at it all the time going, oh yeah, I need to take that. And then you get distracted. Oh yeah, I need to take that. Oh, I have to remember to return that. I wonder where the receipt is. Right? Your mind can go so many different places. So having this one very simple system in place can be a huge lifesaver. Now, if you have a space in your house where this can live right by the front door, all the better, because then you'll see it every time you go out. For us, that doesn't work. We have 2 little toddlers running around, and anything by the door is fair game. In fact, I can see my earmuffs right now sitting in the toddler kitchen. So ours has to be hidden away in our pantry. So that is the first thing. You need a spot to corral all the things that no longer belong in your house. Thing number 2 that you need, and it will sound similar at first, but there's an important difference. This is a spot for pending items. Anything that you can't move on right now, but you need to keep for the future. So in our house, we use a very simple system for paper. We have an inbox and a pending box. And this is something that I go into in great depth in the Queen Suite, but I'm just going to really quickly talk to you about the pending spot. This is where you would put things like tickets to that concert that's not for 3 months. There's nothing for you to do with those tickets. You don't need to, like, they require no action, but the crucial night of the concert, you need to know exactly where they are. So you would put tickets in here, you would put a map to that wedding, you would put that form that you're going to need to take to your doctor's office, but not until next week. So I want you to think right now about all the things in your house that are sort of floating around or stacked on your dining room table or on your desk, and there's really nothing for you to actually do with them, but you need to be able to find them at a specific point in the future. Now, you can create a very complicated pending system with folders for dates and weeks and all that. I don't do that. I have one spot in my house. Yours can be small like this, or it could be bigger. It could be a box or a basket. Doesn't matter at all. But if you have one spot and one spot only where you keep things like that, wow, I am telling you guys, seriously, this is a game changer. At least it was for me. So, thing number 1 is a spot for things that no longer belong in your home. Thing number 2, can you tell we have a Dr. Seuss theme going on here? It's a spot for all the things that you're going to need at a point in the future and you can't really do anything with them right now. Now, the third spot, thing number 3 that you need in your house. I am throwing my husband under the bus a little bit for this one, but he said I could tell you this story. Now, I love this man very dearly. And I have never met anyone who can lose their wallet and their keys on as regular a basis as he does. I was actually a little bit astonished when we moved in together because he's very together in other areas, but somehow his keys and his wallet, every time we would leave the house, oh wait, I gotta go find my wallet. And then 5 minutes later, oh wait, oh I don't know where my keys are. So this is gonna sound so ridiculously simple, you guys, but it has seriously brought so much peace into our life and our marriage, especially as we're heading out the door. We found one spot where Nick's keys live. Very, very simple. We have a little chalkboard by our front door. It's got a little ledge on it. His keys and his wallet and nothing else live there all the time. So as soon as he comes in the door, he plops them right there, and then he doesn't touch them again until we leave again. And it's ridiculously simple, but seriously, this is huge. So I want you to think about the one thing in your life that you lose or misplace the most. Maybe it's your keys, maybe it's your cell phone or your laptop, maybe it's, I don't know, I have no idea, but you know. So I want you to think about this thing. Maybe it's your kitchen scissors. Oh my God, our kids steal ours all the time. We need a secret spot, actually, because the problem is that they know our spot for those. But I want you to think about the one thing that you're always running around looking for. What if you had one fixed spot where they always, always, always lived? Wouldn't that feel amazing? All right, so 3 things. They seem super, super simple, but if you will take 15 minutes today and grab a box, start dumping things in it that need to leave your house, find a basket or a box, or it doesn't matter, a container, and start tucking away all those things that you're like, ooh, I'm gonna need this next week, but I can't do anything with it right now, and start putting them there. And then pick one thing that you're always losing or misplacing and make one simple spot for it. 1, 2, 3. Super simple, super easy. You can get them started in 15 minutes or less. But think about how much you could corral the stuff in your house, especially after the holidays. There's a lot of stuff that needs to get cleared away. And these are some of the very simple but very powerful systems that we use day in, day out to keep the chaos down to a dull roar. I hope that these are helpful. I hope that you will go and set them up right now. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video where I'm going to show you how to put all your systems together and what can happen when you do.